better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Shift! Watch the shift! Shift!
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd and 1, Allen got an open man. It's Foster. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Check 31, check 31. Jump.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. No chance.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. They're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And some room to run now. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Come on. Deuce.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
And 54. 54.
Slam.
Out of the gun, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. After the run, Watson going to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
24.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag. There offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Good work, let's go. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double dog, that's the way. Check, line him up. You go tight. 29. You line him up.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run it now. Out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
What's that? 19. 3, Mike.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
124. 53, Mike. Check. 53, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown.
Good job.
DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
It's been a long day.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, it's Sutton. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Watson now from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. All day, dog.
On 1st down, Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, and he rifles one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. Only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The 2nd quarter score from KC. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Watson on 1st down. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Now a 1st down throw. Watson is going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
49 to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike,
alert, alert.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Now
a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Hey, nigga. Hey, nigga. Hey, nigga. Check your messenger, nigga. Check your messenger.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Dobbins. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Check three. Pick the edge. Come. Undercrush.
On first down, Dobbins. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Throwing on second down. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Mike 54. It's a party now.
looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sutton. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Sutton. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They'll run with Hill. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Hill. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Step it up. Check the backer, check the backer. Check, check, check.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
I got it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. 30. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Brings up second and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On second and 9, Allen, and he fires one incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, third down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds Stills, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Here we go. Check it out, Reed. Spawns.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
DJ Reader brought him down. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Mike spot 4.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
All 52. Hey,
Watch that.
Throwing on second down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A little careless with the foot. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Powers through, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Tighten up. Hey, watch it.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sutton. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
53's the mic. 50. Slam. Out to go. Mike, 50. Line up, go. 53. Mike. 54. It's the party now. Take 4. Line up, go. It's hot. Line up, go.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw, it's Allen. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Brandon Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Shift! Watch the shift!
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
He's coming, he's coming.
Motion, motion, motion. Reset, reset.
Hey, we got to snap it.
On third down, it's Sutton. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Motion, motion, motion. Check nickel, nickel, middle, 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 middle. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
X3, 218, chopper.
Fresno.
Half 85, half.
They'll start the drive with Hill. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now, from the gun, he'll throw. It's complete, Stills. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on